All guests on Keel, heard via the Jack Spring Electric Keel Newsmaker hotline. Louisiana State Treasurer John Schroder is here. Mr. John, thank you for taking time for us. How you been, sir?
Man, I thought y'all just lost my phone number.
Couple of things you are very much involved in. One of them is it's Louisiana Main Street grant funding, I think is the official term. Tell us about that and the people it is designed to help.
Well, it's a grant created by the legislature this past summer, and it's basically designed to help small businesses, businesses less than 50 full-time workers, sole proprietors or 1099 folks that are self-employed, and it's going pretty good. It's really picked up a lot of steam in the last 3 weeks, and it's $275 million total. We're a little more than halfway through. Monday will be the halfway point. We've committed about $188 million. So we still have about 80 to 90 million to go. And, I tell people we've made some changes in the program that allows you to do everything online. All you got to do is go to LouisianaMainStreet.com. You got to answer 10 questions that are points of the law and submit. 9 out of 10 people just have to submit their taxes. But there's about 4 major points. You have to have filed your taxes in 2018 to 2019. You have to be in good standing with the Secretary of State. You do have to be a resident in Louisiana. And you have to have a place. Most businesses, probably 99% of businesses qualify. The only business that really doesn't is a web-based business where you don't see your customers or you don't see your products. But just about everybody who is in a business, what I say a legal business in Louisiana, qualifies for this program.
Mr. John, is this CARES Act money? Where is this coming from? And
it is.
It is.
What's the deadline? What's the absolute drop-dead deadline?
Well, the law is until December 1st, but, I mean, as of yesterday, at the rate we're getting applications in, I mean, yesterday alone we got almost 1,200 applications in. Last week we averaged 1,000 applications a day. So it took a little while to get the momentum going, but it's going now, and we only need probably about another 8,000 to 10,000 applications after this week.
Okay.
So honestly, Aaron, it's whenever we run out, we'll start having some discussions on by Friday. When's it look like? We'll have to stop taking applications.
What is just to clear it up for everybody, the treasurer's site and whatever pertinent information you want to throw in?
Sure, it's LouisianaMainStreet.com. It's Louisiana spelled out. It's a website just for the Main Street Recovery Grant Program. You can certainly always go to LA Treasury and do it that way. If you're checking for unclaimed property, you can.
Oh, did we lose you?
It's on a website.
Okay, you're back. Repeat what you said because you dropped out for just a moment or so.
I'm sorry. It's LouisianaMainStreet.com is for the grant program. But you can also, if you can't remember that, it's LATreasury.com. But
wow, your phone's goofing up. There you go. Are you
sorry.
back? You back? Let me ask you about that unclaimed property. How much money do you still have in that fund? Do you still have some of my cash?
Yeah, well, we still have a lot, but we're giving out a lot of cash. We've set a record this high year, Aaron. Past year, we gave out almost $68 million this year and over 200,000 claims, and that was up from the first time I got there from $25 million and 30,000 claims. We've done over 200,000 claims 2 years in a row. So we're working hard. We have a Constitution Amendment coming up on November 3rd. It's number 7 on the ballot, and it will basically force government to put the money in a trust fund and invest it. They can use the interest, but they will no longer be able to take the principal. As of today, we do not have enough money in our account to pay claims. That we have to wait till we get new money in October. So this will stop that from happening. Whatever money's left over at the end of the year will stay in a trust fund. And the good thing in 20 years, it will be earning about $40 million a year in cash that could be spent in the state general fund, and it's very, very rare for the state to get money other than through taxes or fees. So it's a win-win. It protects the money for the citizens that own the money, and this will also give some money to the state general fund without raising your taxes.
There has been an ongoing sort of a battle back and forth between you and the governor, where he wants to take the money from that fund and just put it all in the general fund and use it and pay it off as applications are made. Do I understand that correctly? What's the status of that? That you think a constitutional amendment that it has reached that level of necessity?
Yeah, well, what the Constitution Amendment does is allows the treasurer to invest the money like we do the other trust funds in Louisiana. We invest about $9 billion. It gives you some leeway on how you invest versus the money just sitting in a simple interest-bearing account. You know what that does on a day-in, day-out basis. But we do invest money very conservatively for the state, and on an average year, we're getting 3.5% to 4.5%. Well, if you take the numbers of the money that's left over every year and you stick it in a trust fund, save it, Robert. That's not something government, a word or two words they use a lot. Save money.
Yeah.
This will create a savings account that will create a residual income for the state without raising your taxes. So it's a win-win. The governor finally agreed during a special session. He supported it. I agreed to release some money that they needed very badly, so to speak. And so we compromised, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. And the people are going to get a chance to vote on it on November 3rd. I think it's great state policy. I just can't believe it took 3 years to pass a pretty common sense piece of legislation.